Before we begin to explore, allow us to extend a warm welcome and welcome back to Sign Home. For those of you who are joining for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more interesting insights on home design and interior design inspiration. French primitive farmhouse decor highlights the beauty of imperfection. You'll find distressed wood, raw stone, and worn metals that tell a story of age and history. Reclaimed wood beams, antique doors, and patinaed furniture are staples of this look. To create French primitive farmhouse decor, use weathered stone or lime-washed brick instead of smooth stucco. An asymmetrical roofline with aged, reclaimed wood beams visible under the eaves. Incorporate rustic wooden doors with iron hardware instead of refined double doors. To create an entryway in the French primitive farmhouse style, you would need to incorporate more rustic, aged, and natural elements. The entryway has a modern and refined aesthetic, featuring sleek tile flooring, black accents, and contemporary track lighting. A simple, unpolished wooden bench adds both function and farmhouse charm. Weathered console table. A chunky wooden or antique sideboard would be perfect for a welcoming entryway. Look for pieces with distressed finishes, raw edges, or peeling paint. The living room has a classic yet refined look with elements of French primitive farmhouse decor aesthetics. The soft, neutral sofas here work well. For a primitive look, opt for linen or cotton slipcovers with a slightly rumpled texture. A chunky, rough-hewn wooden coffee table pair it with a rustic wooden sideboard or an antique hutch. The French primitive farmhouse bedroom should feel relaxed, slightly imperfect and timeless. Mixing vintage flea market finds, hand-woven textiles, and worn natural materials will complete the look. Stick with soft neutrals, warm whites, beige, taupe, and weathered grays, to create a relaxed and aged atmosphere. Replace tufted fabric bed frames with a distressed wooden headboard or an iron bed frame with vintage curves. Opt for washed linen sheets, grain sack pillows, and quilted coverlets in neutral time-worn tones. The bathroom has a luxurious French country aesthetic with a mix of modern and traditional elements. To transform this into a French primitive farmhouse bathroom, we can incorporate more aged, rustic, and organic elements while maintaining elegance and functionality. Blending modern tub, or a cast iron clawfoot tub with a hand-painted or weathered finish. Modern countertops for a reclaimed wood vanity with a raw or whitewashed finish. A stone or apron front sink will also enhance the rustic appeal. Use high-gloss marble or tumbled limestone terracotta tiles, or weathered wood planks for a time-worn effect. The French primitive farmhouse dining room should feel welcoming, functional, and nostalgic, as if it's been passed down through generations. The key is to balance aged rustic charm with understated elegance and luxurious touch. A weathered oak finish or whitewashed wood would enhance the primitive aesthetic. Ladder-back, slip-covered, or cane-backed dining chairs in natural linen, wood, or distressed finishes for a cozier vintage feel. The existing black-framed windows are a great French-inspired feature. Adding soft, sheer linen curtains in warm white or natural beige would give a more relaxed, countryside feel. The key to achieving a French primitive farmhouse outdoor space is blending aged, rustic materials, soft natural landscaping, and vintage decor to create a warm, inviting atmosphere with a time-worn, lived-in feel. The arched entryway is a great French-inspired detail. Incorporating wooden shutters or wrought iron grills on the windows would reinforce the primitive farmhouse look. A French primitive farmhouse garden should have a more organic, slightly overgrown appearance, with plants spilling over paths and flower beds blending naturally into the surroundings. A wooden pergola draped with light linen curtains provides a cozy shaded area for lounging or dining. To enhance the French farmhouse aesthetic, display antique ceramics, copper cookware, and glass jars with dried herbs. Use rough-hewn reclaimed wood cabinets with a lightly distressed finish. The clean-lined island could be transformed with a weathered wood base or turned leg design for a more traditional feel. The French primitive farmhouse home office should feel functional, timeless, warm, and effortlessly elegant with a balance of rustic textures, vintage furnishings, and natural elements. Use a distressed wooden desk with natural imperfections. Swap out a modern leather chair for a vintage wooden chair with linen upholstery or a worn leather armchair. Opt for open wooden shelves with antique iron brackets. Install rustic wall-mounted sconces for soft, layered lighting. Thanks for spending time with us at Sign Home. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more inspiring architectural insights. Until next time, keep bringing your creative ideas to life.